What if I told you that you could build a key English skill, and all you had to do was listen to something today? It sounds a little too good to be true, right? Well, that is exactly the promise we're going to decode in this explainer. So let's jump right in.
Okay, so check this out. This is the actual title from a podcast episode. As long as you listen today, you'll build this skill in English. I mean, that's a pretty bold claim. It's super intriguing, and it totally makes you feel like there's some kind of secret just waiting for you. It's the kind of promise that you just have to look into.
And of course, that brings up the big question, doesn't it? What exactly is this one powerful skill? Is it some kind of grammar hack, a secret vocabulary list, maybe a fluency trick nobody's told you about? Well, that's the mystery we're here to solve together.
So, first things first, who is making a promise this big? To really understand the claim, we have to start with the source. And in this case, it's a podcast called All Ears English.
Now, it's really important to know who they're talking to. This show isn't for total beginners. Their focus is on intermediate to advanced learners. You know, people who've hit a plateau and are trying to break through to that next level of real-world fluency. That context is absolutely key.
And this isn't just one person behind the microphone. The show is actually run by a whole team of 4 hosts. You've got Aubrey Carter, Jessica Beck, Lindsay McMahon, and Michelle Kaplan. These are the voices making that daily promise.
And their track record is, well, pretty incredible. They've published over 2,600 episodes. Think about that for a second. That kind of volume shows a serious level of commitment and a ton of experience in teaching English, day in and day out.
And their expertise goes way beyond just the one show. They run an entire network. So on top of the main podcast for general fluency, they also have a separate one for business English and another called the IELTS Energy Podcast for test prep. This just shows they have a really broad and deep understanding of English education.
All right, so now that we know the source, let's circle back to that big promise. Because here's the thing. The secret they're talking about isn't actually hidden deep inside the episode. It's been hiding in plain sight this whole time, right there in the title.
So let's look at that title one more time. Of all those words, which phrase do you think really holds the key to their whole philosophy on learning?
It's this part right here, as long as you listen today. See, the emphasis isn't on some magical skill. It's on the condition, as long as you listen, and the timing, today. This is a huge clue that this is all about the process, not some final product.
And all of this points to a core learning principle: consistent exposure. The skill they're promising isn't a noun, it's a verb. It's the skill of building a habit. The whole idea is that small, daily doses of English are way more powerful for your long-term fluency than cramming for hours just once a week.
And here's the ultimate proof. The All Ears English podcast publishes new episodes every single day. They aren't just suggesting you listen daily, they've literally built their entire show schedule around this method, which makes it incredibly easy for you to follow through.
So as you can see, this is way more than just a clever title. It's a real, actionable strategy. So let's break down how you can take this principle and apply it right now.
So based on their own advice, here's the simple 3-step plan. First, find a daily resource you actually enjoy. This is key. Something you can listen to on your commute, at the gym, whatever. Second, commit to it. Hit that follow or subscribe button so it just shows up for you. That removes all the friction. And third, know your level. Make sure the content is a good fit so you're actually learning and not just getting frustrated. So in the end, the big secret skill was actually the skill of consistency itself. And that leaves us with a much more powerful question. The real question isn't about some universal secret skill they can just give you. It's about what specific skill, whether it's vocabulary, confidence, or comprehension, you will build for yourself, starting with that one simple act of just listening today.
Got it! What's up? Catch up! Aha!